Okay, so you guys remember how at the beginning of this unit we started with this mural and I walked us through Acts 1, 2, and Acts 3, and starting here with all these stories about Javon Belcher and going from there into talking in Act 2, talking about Newtown, Sandy Hook, and then the next day, class period, we talked about the present, talking about Stephen Colbert, his reaction to, satirical reaction to Obama and so forth like that, okay? And then you remember, from there we started working on developing through the power strategy so that we could come down here and respond to this prompt right here. And in this prompt we were talking about how, we were trying to figure out the nation's obsession with violence, okay? Just so that we could get through our research and end up over here in the additional resources. Now, if you review all of these and find sources, along with those in Acts 1, 2, and 3, you'd have over 20 sources that you'd have to create a proper MLA citation for. Well, I'm a good guy. I went ahead and did that for you to save you some time this go around. So if you go over to my drive, if you want to use any of those articles, if you've read them and you're like, okay, I'm not sure exactly which one's which, well, just search for works cited. I've shared it with you, and you should see the same result that I have here. You'll have a document called Works Cited Master, and when you open it, boom, you'll see just a one page, like the very last page of an essay with every source from the mural, okay? Now again, you didn't use, you won't use, it's impossible for you to use every one of these sources. So what you're gonna do to save yourself time is, instead of trying to write an example for each of these guys right here, like that, what you're gonna do is select all, Control A or Command A on a Mac, Control C or Command C on a Mac. You're going to go over to your paper, and you're going to find the last page of your paper here and start by highlighting this right there and just paste right over the top of it. Boom. It'll instantly add like 3 pages to your paper, but more importantly, you have all of the works cited. The next step is to go through and weed out those that you're not using. So like if you didn't use this story from the LaSalle High School suicide attempt from the Cincinnati.com newspaper, delete it. Maybe you used the story about the Kentucky situation where the 5-year-old shot his sister accidentally. And maybe you use Colbert, but you get down here and you decide, I don't really need Bob Costas. Oops. So I'm going to highlight Bob Costas and delete it. The cool thing is everything stays in alphabetical order and everything stays properly formatted. And that's how you weed out your works cited page. Don't stop until you have nothing else but the sources that you use in your paper.